and welcome in everyone to Media Day. It is our 5th year covering the event, but it is the 6th year, of course. We are at the beautiful Emkey Tennis Garden. We have rebranded this year's event before everyone can see in the back. It is now the Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge, and joining me once again to help break down the upcoming action, the man who has directed this event in all 6 years of its existence, now president of the USTA Middle States. It's our dear friend Ryan Nahr. Ryan, first of all, it is always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for having us back. Talk me through how you're feeling as we get ready for the action to start.
Thanks, Kruskin. And again, always love having the Cracked Racquets team in the house. Best coverage that is out there, and we just can't be more excited to bring the 6th edition to the Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. And a little bit of rain here, but overall, we couldn't be more excited, and players are almost all here. And we're ready for another great year and for a great new cause with the I'm Able Foundation.
Oh, absolutely. It is always so great to be back again, to have this be such an intimate setting, right? It's someone's backyard, and obviously a little bit rainy here today, but we will be ready to rock and roll. Better rain today than when our play starts tomorrow. And let's just start with the basics. Year 6. I mean, again, this tournament is ready to go to first grade. Like, it is aged now. And does it get easier as it goes through year over year? And you mentioned what do you do to make sure this event doesn't get stale, that it continues to evolve?
Sure. I think number one is you always have to, you cannot relax. You always have to be innovative. You always be having to look for what the next challenge is. And this year we have a lot of things. Obviously, we have come back with a new charitable cause in the I'm Able Foundation for wheelchair and disabled individuals, which is one of the great, they're one of the great organizations in this region when it comes to that type of charity. Also, amazing partner with Performance Volvo. We couldn't be more excited to have a new title sponsor. The energy and enthusiasm that we bring is also palpable with them and their commitment to what they do in their industry, and how we can work together for this great event. And we also have a lot of great new partners. We have Zenus. We have the Smart Court with the line calling. We have the energy drink, our official energy drink sponsor here for the event. Every tennis event has an energy drink, so we have them on board. But again, I think it's just, there you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go. That's an energy drink.
It's delicious.
There it
Yep.
is.
Very good. And now we also have the women's exhibition. I mean, obviously, we're trying to get more into the women's game, and we have an amazing exhibition planned for Friday morning before our men's championship. So you add all those things in here, world-class tennis for a great cause at the illustrious Emkey Tennis Garden, and it is going to be, you know, a recipe to take this event to the next level, and that's what we want to do every year, and just provide Berks County with world-class tennis. I think that really speaks to where we're at and the energy and passion that people have for this game around this area.
Yeah, no, we've seen that as this event continues to grow every year. And you mentioned the new additions. Yeah, 5 years ago it was Vaptor, and a few years ago was let's try electronic line calling. We have that back here this year as well. Of course, last year we added the lights, and that's something we're looking forward to, our 7:30 p.m. primetime match tomorrow. You mentioned the community. How do you go about building the reputation of this event in the community to where, again, 5 years, a lot of people have heard of it. You're the president of Middle States, president of this area, USTA-wise, so you have spread the word. But for other events, I'm curious who want to know, what is your best mechanism in doing so? How do you get the community invested in an event like this?
I think really the thing that is our secret sauce is this isn't just about bringing tennis into somebody's backyard and playing. It's for playing for something bigger than just yourself. The players are here. We need to have everything world-class for them because they are going to the 4th slam of the year at the U.S. Open to get ready, to prepare, to give them the best tools and things that they need to feel comfortable to go to New York. But also I think they get, too, the importance of what this event means to giving back and using tennis as an opportunity for serving and giving, and using their platform as professional players, our passion and expertise in the game, partnering with great broadcast partners with Cracked Racquets to bring that synergy together. I think when you are passionate about something and you bring the energy of anything in life, I think that will rub off. And I think this event not only appeals to the gung-ho tennis people that are in the know and the how, but I think it's now expanding to people that are casual fans or just want to learn more, but also want to give back in a way that is more so than just playing tennis on a court. It's more so for playing something bigger than just yourself. And that's something, myself and Dave Emkey is really the two, event director, facility director. We feel we are the guardians of the game in this region. I mean, I have 1.1 million tennis players under my watch in Middle States, but it's always going to mean the most here where I'm from. And again, you can't do it alone. It takes an army, and it takes people that are committed to that same vision and passion to make it happen.
1.1 million tennis players in your charge. Who's your favorite and why? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll leave that to
Loaded
the side.
question.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, you said it, and to see so many familiar faces at this event year over year, it speaks to what you have built. It speaks to why so many continue to come back. One new wrinkle, you mentioned a little earlier, the I Am Able Foundation, and to be able to contribute to a cause that not only helps those who want to pursue tennis, who may not otherwise physically be capable of doing so, but just sports in general. Talk to me about that foundation, what people tuning in from afar can do to support this cause.
So it's amazing what they do for wheelchair disabled individuals, military veterans. It's a fantastic organization. They have a big event called the Bash every and just to be there and feel the energy and the passion from people that want to go out and utilize their talents and resources to help individuals in that situation is incredible. And we feel very strongly here that tennis is our platform. I am able looking to get more into tennis, and with my position with USTA Middle States, we're able to bring that to the communities across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and West Virginia. There's 1.1 million players, but within that, if we can help continue to grow and enhance wheelchair tennis, that's going to continue to look at an area that really has been underserved over the last decade. So I feel very passionately about that during my administration, that we address and we really cater to how can we improve the wheelchair tennis community.
It's a credit to you again for bringing an event like this all levels of the sport. Am I allowed to say what's up for the Racquets tonight? Is that
100%. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, just so people know. Obviously, my mic's disconnected. I apologize. Might be out of.
We'll give.
Here we go. No, I should be back now. Westhoff, am I back? He's sitting in the car. Hopefully, let me know if I am back or not. It's not back, so I'll still have to snag that from you. All that is to say, certainly to be able to have not only the partnership, but there will be a demonstration, will there not, here tomorrow night or tonight?
Yeah, so we're going to have the I'm Able folks here tonight talking a little bit more about what the cause is and what the energy and passion that they're bringing. And then tomorrow night we will have a wheelchair demonstration with one of the individuals that's going to be a recipient of a new chair here from this event, with a new wheelchair, tennis specific. And then we'll have another demonstration on Friday in between our women's EXO and men's final. So plenty of wheelchair tennis to showcase here for the folks in Berks County and tuning in on Cracked Racquets.
No, absolutely. And obviously you hear a little rain in the background, so we'll slow things down tonight, but we'll be ready to rock and roll tomorrow. Our action starting 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Talk me through the schedule. Let the fans know what they can expect to watch this weekend.
Absolutely. We kick things off tomorrow morning, 9:30. Not only that, any coaches out there, anybody watching wants to come see the Zenith Smart Court, we have a 9:30 to 11 demo. You come in, you get a free admission for that first match. And we're going to crank out 5 matches tomorrow, 9:30 with this last one being 5:30. Then we're going to do the wheelchair demo. And then we're going to have a night match. And the night match under the tweener lights, it's going to be special this year. Guy that has played here for 4 of the years, veteran, shot maker, all-around great guy, understands what our mission is, and he's going to be playing his final match here, pro match here under the lights, wanted to end his career here. That's KP Panu. Was on the Sports Center top 10 last year, got us there, and just has done so much for us, and we want to be able to honor him here tomorrow night for one last dance. So that'll be the night match, and then we come back with the EXO Friday, with the wheelchair in between, and then our men's final at noon to wrap things up for the Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge.
It sounds awesome. I'm going to miss, because you sent me a memo with some things beforehand. KP, it's always followed by the term showman. And for 4 years, I've gotten that email. I don't know what I'm going to do without it each and every year, but looking forward to that. Looking forward to this week's action. You can follow every match, of course, on our Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. Tournament Director Ryan Nahr, it is always a pleasure. Thank you, my friend, for having us.
Thank you, Al.
cars. Had a great time there, and then yeah, just looking forward, to playing the next hopefully 2 days, and then get some momentum going before I head into the U.S. Open.
No, I love to hear that. We just want to make you feel at home with this sort of weather, humid and a little bit of rain, or just right back where you want to be. But you mentioned making the transition from the clay to the hard courts and using this event to do that. For those that remember, last season you came here, you went to New York, you qualified for the U.S. Open. Tennis players have been accused in the past of being superstitious, right? You find a routine, you stick with it. How much of that factored into your decision to play this event this year? Like, how superstitious are you when it comes to those sorts of things?
Well, for sure, like since I played the qualies at Wimbledon, I've been pretty much playing every week, apart from one where I actually had a practice week in between. But it's a tough, tight schedule for sure. And then we had the Bundesliga going on in Germany as well, which I played 5 matches out of the 8 or 9 that we had. So I got a couple of more matches. So basically playing 3 to 5 matches each week for the past couple of weeks. And I figured that, there's no point in just rushing myself coming to the States and playing this week as a tournament week, not going to Cancun or the one in Sumter, which is prior to the US Open. I just wanted, a couple of days to breathe a little bit, get adjusted to the hard court, and maybe play matches here, for example, Thursday, Friday, you know, get as many matches under my belt as I can, and then travel to the main facility at the U.S. Open, get some practice in this Saturday, Sunday, and then be fresh for when it counts. So like it worked out last year, and I said like I have great memories. My girlfriend as well, she enjoyed the time here, so we just said okay, we'll do it again, and yeah, we're really much looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, we are happy to have you back as always. Good to hear. When in doubt, follow the girlfriend's advice. If she says come, you're coming this way. You mentioned something there. It's one of my favorite things. I think it's the least covered level of the sport that we have, and I have begged multiple outlets to pay for me to go for a month. I have so far yet to be approved. Bundesliga tennis. You've brought it up. It's right up my alley. You hear rumors of so many different guys who play Bundesliga throughout the year to get the additional paychecks, and again, who also talk about the level of the Bundesliga league, and whether it's guys coming back from college or maybe some guys in the 5 to 700 range who could go play challengers but don't. Where does Bundesliga fit in for you? What led to that decision to play this year? What is your thought on that level? Should we know more about it as tennis fans?
I mean, 100%, Bundesliga for me specifically, because I've been playing now my 11th season for the same club. So I'm there, yeah, for over 10 years in Cologne, and it's basically like a family. We've got a couple of guys that are in the team since the beginning, basically. So when I started there, and every year, it's fun. We get together, we practice, we play matches. The level is really high, to be fair. Like there's very good quality matches going on as well in singles and doubles. And I don't know if you've heard about it, but this year the guys from Tennis Legends, they've actually followed us for 2 full match days, and they've just released like one of those like documentaries pretty much behind the scenes about the Bundesliga, and I think it came out this Sunday, so it's a pretty cool video, and it's worth watching. And it shows you some insights from having team dinners, from preparing with the team. It's a whole different atmosphere that's in it. And yeah, and of course financially, for those players that are struggling a little bit, which are not playing Grand Slams on a regular basis, it just helps finance the year as well. So it's a great opportunity to get some practice in, get some financial help, basically to be able to fund your season, and yeah, all in all, it's just great experience, and it's worth playing.
Shout out to Tennis Legends. They beat me to it. Like I've heard only good things about it. I've heard some of those Sundays are awesome. Like it's just a really fun day out at the club. And yeah, it's again, I reserve the right to ask you more questions about it in the future, my friend. But coming back to tour play, And you guys can't see this, Billy. I'm sorry. That now you get a dose of what you're in for here in a second. But back-to-back challengers or 2 and 3 events, dude. Congratulations. That's really cool. Talk to me about your summer, your level, how confident you're feeling heading into the home stretch of this season.
Yeah, no, it was a great clay court summer so far. I managed to find my level pretty early. Right after the grass season, the first tournament basically that I played on clay, I managed to win, and that gave me some momentum, and I played some great matches. Maybe I play in the end. Maybe I played a little bit too much. Because it was back-to-back weeks of many matches. So I wish I could have taken one week or something off in between as well. Just didn't work out. But all in all, I'm happy. Picked up some quality points, and yeah, with those 2 titles, I don't want to stop there. I want to try and get my hands on another one or another 2. We'll see. But I'm feeling good, feeling healthy physically. So yeah, just ready to finish the year strong.
I love that. I too would say another 2, not another 1. Another 1's overrated. Another 2 would be really nice to end this year. Well, then my last question for you, and you've alluded to it, but this week, making that transition from the clay courts to the hard courts, what are your goals here for this particular event? And then moving forward, what does your schedule look like as you try to finish this season strong?
Yeah, I mean, my goal for today is to maybe, be able to hit some balls outside. It's been raining, pouring down quite strongly, so maybe I hope we can get the court dry so I can strike some balls outside, and then it's never easy. It's a different surface. The game's different. You have to try and adapt. That's why the matches are here for. Just hoping that I'm able to serve well and pretty much yeah, work on my returns a little bit. Work on my court position, and yeah, it's just about mentally staying strong, competing, and then everything's possible. You can't get too frustrated, especially if you change surfaces. Of course, nothing's easy at the beginning, but in the end, once you start getting some matches under your belt, and hopefully keep on winning, then the game starts adjusting and getting better as well. So that's my main goal.
Well, again, it is always great to get to see you. It is great to have you back at this event for another year. Jan Schwinski, congratulations on the recent success. Good luck this week. Welcome back in, everyone, to Media Day here at the Performance Volvo Car. I've got to cheat still to get it right. I apologize. But joining me now here for Media Day, a 5-time ITF Pro Circuit champion, the current world number 149. It's our friend, Billy Harris. Billy, first of all, great to finally get to sit down with you. I have the dumbest question you will get this season to start, but I warned you. Was doing my research. January 95. I'm October 95. How difficult is it to turn 30?
Yeah, I mean, it's a milestone, isn't it? But it's going to happen at some point. So I've accepted it now. It's been almost 6 months or so. So gets easier, yeah. But yeah, still going strong.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. Well, yeah, I'm dreading it. I'm 2 months away. I'm like, oh God, like it's almost over. But obviously, not the case for you, who have continued to play some of your best tennis at this stage of your career, and certainly for you as we enter this stretch of the calendar, hard courts, a quicker surface, something you've always thrived on. Talk me how you're feeling about your level and your approach to this home stretch of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I had some good matches on the grass towards the end of the grass at Eastbourne and won a round at Wimbledon. And then moving on to the hard over here, started off with a couple early exit tournaments, but they were on slow courts and different kind of surface to the US Open. So that's why I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come here on the same court as next week at the US Open and get some guaranteed matches in.
A wise decision by you, and again, we're happy to have you forward. And this portion of the calendar, it's been so fascinating, right? Because the Canada cutoff was a little bit lower maybe than you would have expected. Cincinnati felt like the cutoff was right back to where it typically was. And I know they have Lexington and Bloomfield Hills and all these challengers available to you. How, in retrospect, what have you thought about the scheduling available to you, your choices to go to these different events? How did you sort through all of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tricky because you obviously have to pick the tournament a few weeks before.
I feel like that's the hardest part of the job.
Yeah, like it's tricky sometimes if you're on the edge. In the end, I would have got into the qualifying at the 2000 events, but decided to go with the challenges because I thought I wouldn't get in. So went there, played some good players that some tough matches, and yeah, haven't had too many matches in the last 2-3 weeks, but that's why it's great to be here at the Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge and yeah, on the same courts, like I said, so it's perfect preparation, really.
Yeah, no, and you're doing better with that than I am, by the way, the Volvo. But also, I appreciate it. And you talk about using this as preparation. When you have early exits, as unfortunately you've been subject to these past couple of events, how do you treat the rest of that week? Like, I think for fans, there's misconception's the wrong word, but there's just a lack of knowledge of, okay, someone loses round one. What happens between that round one loss and the start of their next event? Are you someone who sticks around? Does it depend on the time of the calendar? What is your approach when you go through a stretch like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a bummer to be out of the tournament
Sure.
the first day, but then you have to treat that week like a training week. So back on the practice courts, and last week in Washington, had a few days training with Dan Evans, which was great practice, working on some things and try and turn a bad week into a positive week. That's what you have to do with the first round exits.
Yeah, sure. Are you someone, this has been, but I think people are wondering, like, okay, how are you staying in shape all year? Are you a weightlifter during events? Like, are you someone who gets in the gym and makes sure all those things? Are you a training block out? Like, how do you go about sorting that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you've got 5-6 days before the next event, you can get some weights in. Obviously, working on footwork and injury prevention stuff. But yeah, if you've got more than a few days, you can definitely get some proper fitness sessions in. So it's kind of like it's a bad thing, obviously, when you're out of the tournament. But then you look at the positives. You can get some good fitness in and come back stronger for the upcoming tournaments.
Yeah. No, and for what it's worth, you look good, my friend. So obviously the strength training's been working. Just big picture, because I think if my brain still works, last summer you had this massive summer on the grass courts, and all this tour level success. When you have a run like that, particularly, again, you didn't have it at 21. It came later in your 20s. How has that shaped your last season of play? And when you have a run like that, does it make it less difficult to go back to playing challenger events? Like, I'm just curious how you've dealt with this last year.
No, I wouldn't say. You're obviously still outside of the 100, so you need to dip into the challengers when you have to, and then try and get into whatever ATP tournaments you can. But yeah, it definitely gives you some confidence winning matches on the ATP tour, and then yeah, I mean challengers are tough tournaments. They're tough to win, and there's a lot of good guys playing challengers, so. No easy matches, even first round or even in the qualifying of challengers. So I think the level seems to be getting stronger. So you have to play both until you're inside the top 100, I'd say. So yeah, it is what it is, and like I say, you can go through some bad patches where you have a couple poor tournaments in a row, but then I know my level. What it is, and I know I can win matches even on the ATP tour, so just got to stay positive and always on to the next tournament.
And it's a credit to you again. That persistence is what has you top 150 in the world and continuing to find success. This week in particular, I'm curious what you're looking for out of these next 2 days of competition, and what. It's just a silly question, but for tennis fans who haven't seen your game before, what should they be looking for when you're out on court to be like, oh, Billy's playing his best today? Like, what should they be searching for?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm playing my best, I'm serving well, returning pretty solid, trying to take big swings, big strikes on the returns, and playing aggressive, mostly baseline tennis. But yeah, it's perfect being on the same speed courts, and I'm just looking to get some rhythm and take some confidence out of these matches going into next week. So yeah, like I said, perfect preparation, and really looking forward to playing on this court behind us. Beautiful place to play, and big thank you to the Emkey household for letting us in to play the tournament.
We are certainly happy to have you, and that is my last question as it relates. I know, again, you got here pretty recently. Talk to me about the venue, to be at a house like this, to play an event like this. Have you played a lot of exhibitions in your time, and what do you make of this so far?
Yeah, I mean, I played a couple of exhibitions in England on the grass, but yeah, this is really different. It's someone's back garden. It's beautiful place and neighborhood. Taylor Swift lives used to live around the corner apparently, so haven't seen her yet, but I'll keep my eyes open for her. And yeah, it's going to be like an intimate crowd. And yeah, don't know too much what to expect, but definitely looking forward to it.
Well, we are certainly looking forward to having you here these next couple of days, and I too will keep an eye out for Taylor Swift. Let her know you were looking for her. But Billy Harris, good luck this week. Appreciate it, my friend. And welcome back in, everyone, to Media Day here at the 2025 Performance Volvo Cars Pro Tennis Challenge. I swear by the end of this I will have that down, but of course certainly down to be here this week, as it's an opportunity to be in a wonderful community, an opportunity to speak with so many of the great sponsors who support an event like this. Joining me now, one of those very sponsors, Bob DeVicco, courtesy of our friends at the Energy Drink. Bob, first of all, delicious.
Thank you.
Just say, tasty. Appreciate your support, friend. Talk to me about the drink. Talk to me about why supporting an event like this is important to you.
Well, I love the fact too you're already sporting a hat.
Yeah,
Thank
come
you
on,
very
this
much.
was easy. Yeah.
So we are a new company. It was really accidental how it happened. The two owners I've known for years. The three of us were volunteer firefighters.
Okay.
So like a quick little history, they went down to Baltimore City as paid firemen for 15 years.
Okay.
And they got into real estate, and it grew in many different levels to the point where they actually retired from the fire department and took on what they were doing full time. They came back to PA, and in the midst of that, we had a social media presence called Brotherhood Buffs, which is a lot of fun.
Sure.
People just yelling at fire trucks and saying, "Go get them, brothers!" Like it's a lot of fun. But it had a lot of views and a lot of followers. So within that, to just get that running, one of the owners got an intern to take care of the social media aspect of that. And one day, because I would show up at their office at the end of my day, and I'd have an energy drink, and he drank an energy drink, and we'd send him out. He's like, "You guys should do an energy." And the immediate response was, "That's crazy."
Yeah.
And so after that, that evening, as a matter of fact, the other partner was like, "They might be onto something here," because you have many drinks that are associated with the gym or motocross or extreme sports and things like that. But
Or being a fireman.
But there's nothing. But there's not a drink really
okay.
geared to first responders, and that's kind of where we locked in. So we started off with we were called Buffed Energy. So you might see a can that still has that on it. There was a trademark issue, and then we decided to change the name. We were just going to go all out, and we were going to be the energy drink.
I love that.
So that's pretty much a quick history on how it happened. We do have a 501c nonprofit. We do give back to all first responders. I mean, you know, when we first started with our small batch, we went live on Black Friday, and we sold out in 4 weeks, direct to the consumer. And when we went bigger, we just started reaching out to more. So we're associated with some police podcasts, not just fire. We're in some nurses' stations. They kind of have, a lot of them have their own commissary, so they're selling the drinks there at the hospital. And, you know, so we have a sales rep in this area who Ryan, and he said, "I would love to have an energy drink involved with this." And it happened really fast, and we're extremely excited about it because obviously this is a great event. I mean, he told me like when it was coming up here, but when I got, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. We have a big presence in gyms as well, so I think, you know, to like get involved with the tennis world is the next step, you know. So hopefully more and more people like us, and we're going for that.
It's a fantastic story. I have many follow-ups, if that's okay with
Sure.
you. Follow-up number one, I just want to talk about the drink itself, because again, the energy drink, grab it now. They are delicious. I'll take another sip to prove it. Really is very good. You said it. You brought up, what if we brought an energy drink? Two buddies are sitting next to you being like, "That's really stupid. We're not doing that. Like, what would it taste like? How do we even know to make it?" I need to know, like, how does that come together where it's like, well, this is the taste we're thinking and this is who we're going to work with? Like, talk to me about how an idea like that, which I think is so brilliant, becomes the can I have in my hand.
Right. So, first of all, right, where do we start with this? So we started searching around, and we found someone literally in our backyard.
That's so cool.
Had a nutrition bar within an LA Fitness, and we went to him and we told him what we wanted. We wanted sugar-free, we wanted to taste good, and we don't want an aftertaste. Because as a consumer of energy drinks for many years, I feel as I got older, I got away from the sugar,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And I really never found a sugar-free one that didn't have a little bit of an aftertaste. So he loved it. He was game on. He formulated for Gatorade. He formulated for First Stages of Celsius, PepsiCo. He's involved in the gym world, and he had protein shots and those types of things. So he was really it was meant to be, right? That we locked up with him. So we presented what we wanted, and we just started the taste testing at that point. And it was just like, what flavors are we going to do? And that took a little bit, you know.
That's got to be the fun part.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and there were a couple days where we were sitting there like, wow, okay. I'm pretty wired, right? Because, you know, we were doing like little 2-ounce shots, but, you know, probably about 20 or 30 of them in a session. But, you know, we got down to the 6 flavors. You're drinking the cherry flash, which is cherry and lime. We have a tropical passion, which is mango and passion fruit. Just a little fun note on that. When you talk about passion fruit, people don't have a big response to it, but it has mango in it. And you say mango, and they say, I want to try it.
100%.
So our next one, we're going to be calling it something different. It's going to be like a mango vibe.
Okay, I like that.
And then we have the berry, which is like a raspberry and a fruit punch kind of mix. We have your traditional lemon lime, and we also what do we call watermelon. Watermelon is the only flavor that's like totally straight. And then my favorite is the pineapple splash, and we call it pineapple splash because there's a splash of orange in it. So you taste it. I mean, do you feel like there's an aftertaste?
Not at all. And that's the shocking part. Usually you do have that acid still in your stomach. You know, in my ears, you can't hear him, but our producer, Danny West, goes, I'm leaving track records for these guys. It's like, for a man who's 6 energy drinks deep at all times, it's like, they just can't. And so, certainly, like, I'm so impressed by one, the taste. But you're absolutely right. That's where it starts, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, as it's starting to get a little wet here, apologies. Last question for you. The people who want to support the drink, who want to find this drink, who want to get the gear as well, so I appreciate it, my friend. Where should they go? What should they do?
We're simply theenergydrink.com. You can look us up. We're on all socials. We're the official energy drink on Instagram. Now the energy drink on Facebook. The energy drink on TikTok. But we do direct to consumer. You can also subscribe and get a subscription. But we are in stores. We have a store locator on our site. We are in the Reading area here. We're in the Philadelphia region. We're down at the Jersey Shore. We're a little bit in Maryland, and believe it or not, South Carolina. We have a rep down there who was originally from here, and he's just crushing it. So we want to grow. We want to get into more places, and you know, we're really happy. We've come a long way in a short period of time, and we want to keep it going.
You're a Louisiana purchase away. Like, that's really it. As you guys continue your spread and the gear, the taste, the support for an event like this. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And welcome back into Media Day here at the Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. Joining me now, owner, of course, of the Performance Volvo here in Wyomissing, Reading. It's always, the nomenclature has changed on me, but Lori Henning, it is great to have you. First of all, thank you for supporting this year's event. Let's just start there. What was it about this event that intrigued you, and what does it mean to be partnered as the title sponsor here this season?
So our dealership has a history of working with Ryan on other events, Hits for Hope, and they had provided Volvos to transport the players in years past. So this year, when Ryan brought the opportunity for a larger part of sponsorship for the Pro Tennis Challenge, our marketing director Jeff and I were pretty much all in. It sounded like a really good opportunity. It was a good match for Performance Volvo, and we just said, yeah, let's do it. So here we are, and it's been a blast so far.
We're, again, so happy to have you, and certainly getting a ride from the airport in one of those, I'm going to say they were extraordinarily comfortable, and dare I say high performance as well. But just to be invested in an event in the community like this, first of all, what does it mean to this community to bring pro tennis to a local neighborhood? And, again, how does being involved in something like this help all of you guys out?
So I think it's been really cool for me is learning about how this event came to be, and really the Emkey's family support of the event and getting to know the background. So I think it's really cool. I think it's cool for the community when we're able to have events like this. I think it's really nice for the young people in the community who may have a passion for tennis or be involved in tennis to, even today, come out and be able to volley with Jan. I think it is a really neat opportunity for us. One of the priorities that my husband Jim and I have is really to give back and invest in the community that supports us. So when I have worked with our team at Performance Toyota and Performance Volvo, I always ask them, does this support our community? Does this support our customers? And does this support the beliefs that we hold?
Sure.
And those are kind of the questions we ask ourselves when people approach us about either donating or promoting an event. And, I really do believe that bringing something like pro tennis to a local community, like here in the Wyomissing, Reading area, definitely benefits the community and maybe gives people an opportunity they may not otherwise have. So it's kind of a no-brainer.
Sure.
And then what was super awesome was when we found out that I Am Able was going to be, the beneficiary of the Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. That just brought a whole new layer to being able to be involved. And it's our first opportunity of getting to work with I Am Able, and I can tell you that on our part, there's going to be a lot more opportunities. The organization and what we've been able to learn about them has just been phenomenal.
No, it's so cool to see so many different vested people, businesses, whatever it may be, in this community invest in an event like this, and that gets back to just, I know we're like an hour away from Philly, Pittsburgh's a world away, but this is a two major sports city, and yet an hour away, we're not near Penn State either. Like, to bring any sort of professional sporting event to a community like this, for those that aren't from here tuning in, is there buzz? Like, what does it mean when a community like this can get pro sports within it?
I think it's awesome because, like you said, we are farther away from some of the centers for pro sports. So to be able to bring something to our community that is easily accessible for families and people who may not have access to other venues for pro sports, I think is always a win for everybody involved. I think what one of our goals of partnering with Ryan and with the Emkey family and really the Pro Tennis Challenge is to even let more people know about it. Today at Performance Volvo, we had Jan there for an appearance and volleying and signing autographs, and a lot of kids from the community showed up. And one young lady who was there, her mom had seen an advertisement for Jan being there and the opportunity, and she had just started playing tennis, so she wanted to come. And her mom didn't even know that there was a pro tennis challenge in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. So I think one of our goals of working with everybody is to even make it more known, because that family, they're unfortunately not around this weekend. I think would have really enjoyed an event like this that's accessible, to them right in their backyard. They don't have to travel. It's not expensive, and just an opportunity. So
no, it's so cool to be back. By the way, no disrespect to the Reading Mud Hens. I don't know what the baseball team is called.
The Reading Phillies.
Reading Phillies. Okay, I was like, I know it's in here. I was like, I know it exists. So there is a pro sporting. I don't mean to disrespect them. But yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, and I appreciate you having Jan out to the dealership to be able to just explain to people in the community who wouldn't have otherwise heard, like, hey, pro tennis, it's pretty cool. Like, it's also, okay, this is a dumb question, but there's no such thing as dumb questions on a Crack Racquets live interview. It's dumb. Tennis players, Jan in particular, once you're in front of them, you don't realize how athletic tennis players actually are in the build, but like, I don't know how else to say it. You see Jan's legs and like you're around him in the size. Were you struck by like, oh, okay, these guys are high level professional athletes? Because I think that's something, if you're in this community, you should come and see in person, because the TV doesn't do it justice. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if this is a fun fact that I can share, but
it's too late now.
Yeah. So what was amazing to us is Sophie actually asked us if we knew how much Jan sweated. That was a trivia question during a match, and we were like, she's like, in liters, and we're like, well, first of all, how many gallons? So we looked up, how many liters are in a gallon, and
2.5.
It was 3.78, I think, 6. So
I'm not yet.
We learned that today. But we also learned that in a match, Jan sweats about 1.6 gallons, which is incredible when you think about the physical exertion of what they're doing out there. So yeah, they're definitely, when you see athletes at that caliber, it definitely catches your attention.
No, underrated athletes, tennis players, underrated eaters accordingly as well, because you sweat out that much. Like, you're like, what's for dinner? I don't care. And so that makes a lot of sense. Well, then my last two questions for you here. First of all, talk to us about Performance Volvo. Talk to us about, again, I got the chance to ride in one of them yesterday, and it felt like luxury. Like, I was in the back seat, so that was also nice as well. Get to kick the feet up. But just talk to me about what people don't know about your cars that they should, and how those who appreciate your support can get back and support you all as well.
Yeah, so I think the biggest message for Volvos in general, and for Performance Volvo and our cars, is that you're not your grandmother's Volvo. It was funny, we do a Keys to Learning program throughout the community, and it's where we partner with local school districts, and for every test drive that someone takes, we give $100 back to the school.
Awesome.
So we did one of those programs a couple of months back, and a woman came and she's like, I'm not driving a Volvo. She's like, it reminds me of my grandma, and so she picked driving one of our Toyotas, and then when she came back, we said, you just have to ride one.
Yeah.
You just have to. And she's like, and she was good spirited. She's like, okay, fine. And we put her in an XC90, and she came back, and she's like, I think I need one of those. So I think just getting the word out there that no, it's not your grandmother's Volvo. It's very comfortable. They're sleek. They have all of the technology that the other luxury.
Acceleration was fun. I'm not going to say who was driving, but that person may have pushed it yesterday, and it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. So, I think that the message would be for people to at least take a look. It's a very good, safe car, but it's a fun car too.
Yeah.
It's not your grandmother's Volvo. So that would be the biggest message.
No, I love that. And just my last question for you, because correct me if I'm wrong, people who do come out to this event, and again, you can learn more about it. I believe you go to the I Am Able website and you can find tickets to this event on there. They're going to be able to test drive the Volvos that we have here,
Yeah, so
correct?
tomorrow we're going to have 2 Volvos on site that people can come out and test drive from 3 to 8 p.m. on Thursday. The first 15 people to test drive will get a free general admission
Okay, I like that.
ticket to the event. So that's a little bit more of an incentive for people to come out. And our tent will have other fun giveaways like platinum details and things that people can come and enjoy. So yeah, come and drive one of the Volvos tomorrow.
I love it. I have messaged the local police to ask if we can make a course here in the neighborhood and just like really push it for all the people. Still TBD on that, but certainly you should come take a test drive. You should come enjoy, again, the support we've gotten. Lori, thank you so much for supporting an event like this. Seriously, it's people like you who make it happen. And thank you for taking the time to chat with me here today.
Thank you. It was fun.
Welcome back in, everyone, to Media Day here at the 2025 Pro Volvo Tennis Challenge. Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. There it is. Only took me six attempts to get it correct, my friend. But joining me now, one of our participants here at this year's event, the current #1 World 189, it's Benjamin Hassan. Ben, first of all, thank you for taking the time to join me here today. Rain aside, you got to practice hitting earlier. Talk me through what it means for you to be here this week and what you thought about our venue so far.
Well, it's been a bit unbelievable, really, to be here. I mean, Jan Schoinski, who won the tournament last year, he told me about it. I mean, he lives in Koblenz, so same city as me in Germany. He told me it was a great event. And last year I've been earlier also. I went earlier to the US Open. I practiced at the Macro Academy. Wasn't that happy, actually.
Okay.
And I'm very pleased to be here. It's unbelievable organization. I could practice already outside today. I was very done because of the humidity. I'm not used to it. Yes, but it was great and has been great, really. So I'm really appreciate it, and I'm very thankful to be here.
No, we are happy to have you, my friend. And do you want the silly question first or the serious stuff?
Do the silly.
All right, let's get that first out of the way because
Just silly question.
Well, yeah, okay, good.
Because serious question.
Well, exactly. Well, ultimately, because I want to learn about you, but ultimately the main subject here is me. That's why I bring that up.
Perfect.
February 1995.
Yes.
October 1995. I turned 30 in about 2 months. How tough is it, my friend? Like,
Tough.
it's tough, isn't it?
The next day I woke up after my birthday, back pain. It was a joke. Really.
Okay, that's what I'm looking forward to right now. I stood up from one of these interviews, like, my hip hurts. I was like, why does my hip hurt? Because it was humid outside. Yeah, I don't like that at all. But, you know, for you more broadly, obviously, this stage of your career, you've been inside the top 350 now, I want to say, for about 3-4 years consecutively. How would you evaluate your level? Qualified for the main draw at Roland Garros. Congrats. And how would you evaluate your season so far?
I would say I had ups and downs this season. I mean, I played very good in the Grand Slams.
Yeah.
The Challenger tournament's not so well this year, but I'm very happy I did it in the Grand Slams. But yeah, very much ups and downs. Now it was tough the last weeks because of the club matches also we had on weekends in Germany, the first Bundesliga. So it's always a little bit stressful. But yeah, I'm actually playing not that bad this year. I hope I can continue like this. I hope I can perform at my level in the US Open, as I did in Wimbledon and the French Open. Wimbledon I was close to qualify, but that's tennis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy with the way I went throughout my career. It was unspeculated. Help me. What is the word? Unspeculated?
Unspeculated?
Yeah,
Sure.
like
Yeah. Like I said, only funny stuff. Yeah, we don't need to be serious.
But yeah, I'm happy with how I'm doing.
Yeah, I love to hear that. You mentioned a key thing, and I talked to Jan about it. I'm curious if you play for his team in Cologne, his team, if it's your shared team. No, you're a different team?
No,
oh, what's your Bundesliga team?
It's TC Bredeney.
Oh, okay.
We won the championship, actually. Yeah.
Let's give a round of applause all the way around. Congrats to you, my friend. Exactly. Well, the reason I bring that up is I said this to Jan as well. I think Bundesliga tennis is the coolest thing in this sport, European club tennis more broadly, that no one knows about. That you ask a casual fan who isn't from Germany and they will have never heard of it. They don't know about all of the European club play that goes on. How long have you been playing it? Where does it fit in your schedule? And do you think tennis fans should know about it?
So I've been playing it since the first Bundesliga. I've been playing it since 2020.
Okay.
2020 we didn't play because of COVID.
Sure.
But then 21, yes. Before I played second Bundesliga and some classes under.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, it's a great event. I mean, the best players in Europe are playing there, even South Americans, like anyone can play there. So the best players are playing there. All the teams, they have like 4 or 5 top 100 guys. Of course, they're not playing all the matches, but they are there sometimes. And yeah, everyone should know about this. I mean, it's always special to play in a team. Like everything which is in a team is nice for us because we are always alone the whole year.
Sure.
So everything in the team is perfect for us. It's great. It's a nice change for us. We enjoy it, but we also have like the motivation with the other guys to compete, and they cheer you on. And then maybe the next day after in the tournament, you play against your friends who play with you club matches. So that happens a lot. But it's as you said and as I said, it's a great team competition. Really, the best players in the world are playing that. I don't know why people never heard of it.
No, I was talking to Yada Kampman
Yeah.
once upon a time.
He's in my team.
It's really, that's why I was like, the team name sounds familiar. I was like, and then he was like, oh, I'm actually going to skip that event next week, Alex. I got to go back to Europe and play club.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it's like, and it's like, it's a full Sunday, right? Like, it's a full league. I don't want to equate it to, you know, the Bundesliga soccer league, because maybe that's a little bit more active, but is it just a 3-month thing, a 6-month thing? Like, how does it actually
No,
work?
it's actually a 6-7 weeks thing.
Okay, and it's just very intense during that
Yeah,
time?
you have like the weeks then you play, for example, Sunday,
Okay.
and the next week you play Friday, Sunday.
Okay.
Then you could have played Friday, Sunday again.
Okay.
Then Sunday, then Friday, Sunday.
That's
That's it.
so cool.
That's done.
And so when you are thinking about, when you commit to that,
Mhm.
is it something where you know you're going to have to change up your schedule? Like, I'm not playing challengers during that time, or I need to try and schedule around it? Like, what is your approach to that? Because I know, and I don't mean to get into your money, but I know the paychecks for Bundesliga aren't bad. So it's like, you don't want to skip that.
No, you don't want to skip that. That's why probably most guys are playing the tournaments in Europe to be available directly if you lose.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's not bad if you perform well in the tournament and then you get some points and the money. Then it's fine, I think. So I still played the tournaments, the challenger tournaments in Europe. I didn't play well.
Yeah.
Maybe because I had the Bundesliga in mind.
Okay. Your words, not mine.
No, but I didn't perform well. And then I've done a lot of matches in the Bundesliga.
Yeah. No, and again, it's why we're so grateful to have you here at this event, coming in match tough and ready to rock and roll here this weekend. I alluded to this earlier. You've been in the top 350 for a while. You've been in the top 300 for a while as well, and right around that, can I play slam qualities? How should I schedule accordingly? I've always thought that scheduling is probably the most difficult part for all of your jobs. 30 years old now, you've been doing it for a little while. Does it ever click? Like, does it get easier, or what has been your approach to scheduling? What does it look like through the season's home stretch?
It never gets easy.
Never, right?
I mean, you know, for example, if you try out 1 year and you play some tournaments and you know, okay, this tournament doesn't suit my game or I don't like it there, then of course you know for the next year you won't go there. But sometimes there's no other option.
Yeah.
You have to go there because the other one is in Australia, the other one is in New Zealand, and you have to go there. But yeah, it's always tough. I mean, last year I've been playing 40 weeks.
Yeah.
I was really done at the end of the year. I said to myself, this year I want to play a little bit less tournaments, like 30 or around 30.
Which, by the way, is still not a short amount.
Not a short amount, but I'm at 25 already.
Okay.
So it didn't work out. Unfortunately, didn't work out. But it also depends on how you play. Of course, if I play good and I win some tournaments, challenger tournaments, then of course I could rest a little bit and do some breaks in between. But I haven't performed that well on challengers, so yeah, I need to play to get some points.
No, completely fair, of course. And the reason I was looking at my phone, not to ignore you, I just didn't want to get a stat wrong.
Yeah.
You mentioned the big match play from last year. I think you played 77 matches last year, which, by the way,
Good. Yeah.
that's
I don't
impressive.
know.
I looked the year before, you played 90.
Yeah.
That is so much tennis over the course of the year.
But this is only tournaments, right?
90 total matches of only tournaments, exactly, not including
Not
Bundesliga
Davis Cup.
every time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
As well.
yeah.
Will you always make time for Davis Cup? You mentioned as well. You
Yeah.
get to represent Lebanon and do
Yeah.
like how special is that to you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is it you and Hattie? Is that
Me
the
and
team?
Hattie and my coach.
That's awesome. That's a fun team.
And then we have our Davis Cup captain, Fadi Yusuf, and some juniors. Fadi Bidan, he's Belgian.
Yeah, of course.
Belgium. Yeah, it's been nice. We're a good team, great team.
Yeah.
We're always close to go on. Missed it 2 times now. I think 22 was it when we lost to Uzbekistan very close in the deciding match, and then we would have played the USA.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
But we missed it 2 times, and that's our goal for Davis Cup actually, to go up. We're in World Group 2 now. We play Barbados now in September.
Okay.
Then we need to win in February again, and then we have a qualifying match to go up again.
Yeah.
So that's our goal actually, but it's been nice.
No, I love to hear it.
Yeah.
I got the chance to cover Hattie extensively when he was at A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be rooting for you. My friend,
Thank
for
you.
what it's worth. My last 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
All those matches, everything you've played. I'm curious, given all of that, what you're looking for here these next 2 days, specifically at this event. How it helps you with your preparation for the Open.
I mean, it helps that we have the same court here, the same boards. That helps a lot. Then we have
same weather.
Same weather.
Yeah,
exactly.
sure.
So acclimatization is easier.
Yeah.
Good opponents here.
So some matches before. This is everything I didn't have last year. Didn't have last year. Yeah, it just helps. It helps in every way, actually. Because last year my preparation was not so good. As I said, in Macro Academy, different sports I felt was not so tough. But Jan said it's a great event. I feel it's a great event. I mean, the guys are doing everything for us. It's a joke. Driving us 4 hours from the airport to here, organizing everything, the dinner today. It's been great already, and I think it's going to be great at the end also.
Have you opened? I mean, you've got a slam to prepare for. Have you tried the chocolate chip cookies yet?
Don't tell my coach.
Good answer.
But I will.
Honestly,
just give it to
I
me.
won't tell neither. Gluten-free coffee cake. It's the best thing you'll eat.
You have it here?
Oh, it's so good. Yes,
Give
we
it to
do
me,
have
but hide it.
it. That's a great answer, my friend. I love that.
He is dangerous. Like,
Yeah, he's trying to keep you on track.
no
Yeah.
sugar, no nothing.
Come on. It's what's the point of sweating in this humidity?
Yeah,
Have a little sugar.
exactly. I was dying today.
Oh, you need the sugar, so you don't crave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works, right? But no, my last question for you.
Yeah.
For fans who haven't seen you play, and this will be their first opportunity to do so these next 2 days, what should they be watching for from you to know that, hey, Ben's playing his best here today? Like, when you're out there, what do you hope fans take away?
How loose I play.
Okay.
How loose and how
Loose, by the way. Just want to
Loose.
clarify there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, he doesn't lose.
No,
It's a very
maybe
loose.
I don't know. It's something I can't control, but
Yeah.
I play loose.
Okay.
I have a lot of variation in my game.
Yeah.
So when I play, I can play every shot almost. And for me, it's getting boring to play the same tennis, the same shot twice, 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I like to mix it up a lot, break rhythm. I'm doing some funny stuff, but also some stupid stuff.
Okay.
But this belongs to my game. That's
Yeah.
how I am. And this is how I like to play, and this is how I played my best tennis, actually.
I love that. Wouldn't have it any other way. And just know this is an event that thrives on the stupid.
Exactly.
So do what you got to do, my friend.
Exactly.
We appreciate the entertainment. I appreciate the chance to
Thank
talk.
you very
man.
much.
Good luck
Thanks
this week.
for having me.
Good.
Welcome back in, everyone, to Media Day.
Welcome back in, everyone, to Media Day here at the 2025
Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. It's only taken me 7 interviews to get that right, and we're still working on it, but something that has always worked for the event and allowed it to get to a year number 6 is it's always been for a bigger cause than just the tennis itself. And I know this year, this event, so proud to partner with the I Am Able Foundation. 2 men here to tell us a little bit more about it. CEO Alex Pilkington, to my left, Brian Sutherland, the development director to my right. Gentlemen, first of all, thank you for taking the time to join me here on Media Day. I will start with you, my fellow Alex, because I am extraordinarily biased. Talk me through I Am Able, the foundation, and what it means to partner with an event like this.
Sure. The I Am Able Foundation started in 2007, so we're coming up on 18 years of being in the Wyomissing, Berks County area. And, you know, our success is defined by the strength of our partnerships, right? We can't do it alone. So having, organizations such as these that we can partner with, it broadens our reach. But at the end of the day, it's all about creating extending the impact for people and people with disabilities.
No, it's so cool what you guys are able to do to just bring sport and bring joy to so many people who may not otherwise pursue it. And, Brian, talk me through, obviously we're focused on tennis here, but talk me through the opportunities that people may not know about that, again, no matter what, any sort of disability, any sort of physical encumbering you may have, why sports can be available to you. And again, I love the name I Am Able, just in general. I feel inspired. Talk me through how you guys go about inspiring people with this foundation.
Sure. Like Alex said, we were founded in 2007 by a U.S. Marine veteran who realized that after serving, he came out with a disability himself and wanted to provide opportunities for just cognitive challenges, behavioral challenges, to get off the sideline. And it was his goal when he first started to provide an adaptive sports equipment for one young man. Changed the course of that kid's life and did that over and over again for 15 years until parents from the community came to him and said, "Hey, Chris, my kid isn't being picked in gym class. He's not making the sports team. Like, what can we do?" And we started a program for kids, young adults with autism, Down syndrome, spina bifida, cerebral palsy to do a Marine Corps style workout. And these kids have blossomed into with their confidence and their ability to give back to their parents and help out around the house and really just just come out of their shells, and their parents, their teachers, all of the whole community has sort of seen what they've become, and we can't do it like Alex said without partnerships like this Volvo Challenge and everybody else in the community who supports it.
Just because it came Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. Yeah, I don't know. Believe me, it's taken me 3 hours to get it right. So yeah, you're 2 minutes in. That was very good. Yeah, I love to hear that. Well, if you could, Alex, can you talk to me about the scope of who you guys work with? Just what types of, in terms of what sports you guys are helping to promote and how many kids are being helped through the I Am Able Foundation, and just, again, where a local community event like this fits into that broader mission of yours?
Sure thing. So last year, we just finished our fiscal year, and we had an impact on 4,000 people. So it's not just children, it's people of all ages. We've had a 103-year-old lady who was in one of our recumbent bikes. We've have children, 2, 3, 4 years old. 2 might be a bit early, but so the scope is, if you have any type of a disability, physical, cognitive, or behavioral challenge, you're welcome. Right. So the scope of what we provide, those services, are from the early stages of life all the way through. Right, because at each stage of their life, as you get older, things change. Right, and you need different accommodations and such like that. So the impact that we provide is only possible through the kindness of donors, partnerships like these where there's funds being raised that we can take that money and apply it to, whether it's a grant for a piece of adaptive equipment, It's a grant for personal physical training, and so on. We provide services to both veterans and non-veterans alike. So we have a veteran aspect since both Chris and myself are veterans. It's very close and important to us. Uh, we provide additional services. We provide events. So like our annual Got the Nerve, which is 22 years old, coming up on triathlon, right? It's an inclusive activity. There was 23 adaptive athletes last year, two visually impaired adaptive athletes that competed. We have the I'm Able Games coming up, these are all inclusive events, so of all abilities. So we say that, and it could be a cognitive challenge. You could have a limb difference. You could have, autism, or you can be able-bodied. So it's all about building that inclusive community.
No, again, it just speaks to the scale of what you guys do. So impressive. And Brian, I'll go back to you for those, whether it be veterans, whether it be parents of, again, physical, whatever disability your child or whomever may have. What's the first thing you think we can do better to incentivize any community? Hey, be comfortable, like come enjoy these sports to the point. That's why I love I Am Able so much. What do you have to do to encourage and say, hey, you are able to join us, we want you to join us? What have you guys learned are the best first steps in order to do that, to make someone more comfortable in doing so?
Yeah, that's a question, and I think all of us have a fear of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. And what I've learned is that people just want to be included, and as long as you're trying, and as long as you're trying to be kind and trying to be welcoming, they're grateful to sort of say, hey, like, that term isn't something we use anymore. This is what we, use these days, and move on. These programs weren't around 20 years ago because I think like there wasn't sort of the acceptance of it, or the appreciation, or the celebration even of it, of what these kids and adults can do. And when they're invited to join in, they still have the same drive, the same passion, the same goals. They just need the right equipment and the right community around them to support them and celebrate them and help them out where necessary, and encourage them, and the sky's the limit.
No, it's why I'm so excited we get to be involved with you all here at this event. We will have a wheelchair demonstration, I believe, both tomorrow and Friday before the championship event, which, again, as it relates to our sport, it's the best way to get involved, even if you aren't physically still able to move or do all the different things you would like to do out on court. I'm curious, just again, and I know I alluded to this earlier, I'll go to you, Alex. How does a specific community event like this I'm coming to Wyomissing, this is Reading, Pennsylvania, we're working this tennis event specifically as narrow-minded, narrow-minded is the wrong word, as specific as we're working an event in someone's backyard. How does that help the mission more broadly? And for fans who are tuning into this intimate exhibition event, what more can they do to support what you guys are doing at I Am Able?
Sure. The impact of having this type of event in our backyard, right? For me, it's about building the community ties and making them stronger. We've been here for 18 years, right? And there's still organizations within the Berks County that don't know we're here. So, and that means that they don't know about the services, the programming that we can offer to them. And that's the important part. So having this kind of, event in our backyard strengthens that community bond and that community tie, which is, we started here in this area. So then for the people who are tuning in, they might not be in the Berks County area, right? The best thing to do is to see how, somebody in a chair works on the court. Go to the website to see the different things that we do. And I'm saying that just to build an awareness of the different things that people with different abilities can actually do.
Do you mind, what is the website?
So it's imablefoundation.org. That's imablefoundation.org.
I appreciate that. No, I think that's everything. Yeah, anything to add to that, Brian?
Well, as the development director, I just do have to add that we are 100% donor sponsorships through corporate sponsorships. We have a couple grants, but a lot of what we do is funded through individuals who are kind enough to make a generous donation to support our mission to empower people with disabilities, to achieve their goals. So we are very grateful, and if you can support what it is that we're doing, we're here and we're trying to achieve more, trying to become bigger, trying to have more of an impact. So if you can, thank you very much for supporting our mission.
Yeah, again, IamAbleFoundation.org. IamAbleFoundation.org. You guys are an organization. My last question for each of you. I want to have some fun about as it relates to the tennis. Not that this wasn't fun before, but I'm just curious what your guys' respective experience is with high-level tennis. And I know you guys came by here today and it was raining, so we didn't get to see a full practice session. But like, what are you expecting to see from these athletes? What do you hope? What are you most excited for about this week? And I'll start with you, Brian.
Well, I got to give a shout out to my sister, Rebby Sutherland, sponsored the event through her company, North. Was the state champion here in Pennsylvania a number of years ago. She is right now at the Cincinnati Open, and has certainly, gotten that from my mother, who had a lifelong love of tennis. So I grew up taking tennis lessons. Never developed quite as much as that, but definitely enjoyed going to the U.S. Open a couple of times in my younger years. So I definitely follow tennis, enjoy it, and really excited to be here, sort of in this, like you said, an intimate level, right there. Being able to talk to these professionals and watch them on a really close level, and hopefully get to see some awesome matches.
Absolutely. Alex, same question to you.
Well, I'm unfortunately not as experienced with tennis as Brian or anybody is here.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see. What gets me is the fact that the courage it takes for someone with a different ability to come out and try something. That's what's motivating to me. I'm excited. I love the mechanics of seeing things work. So I love the level of sportsmanship and agility and ability. So I appreciate all those things.
No, I will say, again, two things you guys should look for that TV doesn't do justice. One, that ball is coming in way faster than it looks on the broadcast. Two, these guys, their legs, you'll be like, oh yeah, those are pro athletes. Like, that's what makes them different than us, is you'll see the legs and you'll be like, okay, this is starting to make sense now. But again, what you guys are doing, your cause, makes all the sense in the world to me. And again, IamAbleFoundation.org. Go there today. You can learn more about what they do. You can learn more about ways you can support them. We are certainly looking forward to supporting you all, both and all, this weekend. So, Alex, thank you very much. Brian, thank you very much. And looking forward to having you guys this weekend. Welcome back in, everyone, to Media Day here at the 2025 Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. Got it right on the first try. Took long enough, but joining me next here on Media Day, Babolat Marketing Coordinator, Jaron Katz. Did I get that one right on the first time? I hope I did. Awesome. Well, welcome to Media Day here, and welcome to the event, of course. Talk me through just being around here on day number one. I know we really only got one practice session in because of the rain, but talk to me about the event, what you felt so far here on day one.
Well, I would say like the overall court.
Will you take the mic?
Oh, cool. Sorry. First time. I gotta get used to this. Basically, out from Denver, Colorado. But in terms of the overall scene, it's definitely one of the nicest private facilities I've ever really been around. I think that everything is top notch in terms of the court, the lighting, the overall setup, hopefully the food, and I think 20 minutes. But just through and through, like my mind is absolutely widened with just the level of professionalism around this great private event.
No, it's awesome to see, and again, that's why we're grateful to have Babolat here and all the support you guys have given. You're a lifelong tennis player. You're a lifelong tennis fan. What is your experience with exhibition tennis coming in? And the reason I bring that up is I'm sure there are a lot of tennis fans tuning in who, they're focused on Cincy, they're focused on Canada. They're not aware that there are events like this popping up across the globe almost every week. What's your feel for the intimate setting and just for fans in this area? They should come to an event like this, right?
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit different than your average, say, tennis event to, as you said, what the Western Southern Open or the Cincinnati Open now. Indian Wells, even Cleveland in the Lands. I think that like if we look at Indianapolis tennis, the Rajiv Ram exhibition is a great thing to compare it off of.
You are hardcore. Great name drop. I love
Yeah. The entourage per se.
There he is.
Yeah. You definitely gotta throw that out there. But sorry, what was your question?
No, first of all,
We got
great
lost.
answer. I didn't need to get name. That's what I was looking for. But just exhibition, why are they
Yeah.
worthwhile for fans?
Okay. You get to see them up close. You get to form a relationship with them. You definitely get to, I guess, have a more of a like homey type of bond with, say, your favorite player. You get to see a different side of them than just what you see on, say, what's the Netflix special called? Yeah, Breakpoint. Thank you. Just a different side to their overall demeanor and kind of just what they go about on a day-to-day basis. So
I think that's really well said. I always say also when you stand up next to a tennis player, like all the perception, because they look skinny on TV, we all do. But then you see the legs in person, and you're like, oh no, that's an athlete. Yeah, and so that's
definitely not like the legs you would normally see in, say, like the Christmas Story lamp. Like
that's what I'm saying.
This is true hardened muscle right there.
Very well said. The other thing I want to ask you about is I was walking in, and the very first thing I saw, I don't know if you've met Leonard, who's here, who's going to do all the stringing this week. My guy, he was stringing the new Babolat. What's the blue one? The Drive. Yeah, the Drive. It looks different. Like this is the first Babolat of my life that's been a Drive. I mean, obviously the arrow is still the same. The arrow's the arrow. It ain't changing. The Drive felt a little different. Like it felt yeah. I guess just talk me through, is it different, not just a paint job, and what's up at Babolat right now?
Yeah, so for some of you that may not know about Babolat, Babolat is the oldest racket sports company in the world. We started making tennis string in 1875, which predates Wimbledon itself. Wimbledon started in 1877, but basically our founder, Pierre Babolat, which is, so Eric is a fifth generation Babolat. He currently runs our company, but his great grandfather, Pierre, saw a need for natural gut tennis string when there wasn't any tennis string to be known at that given time. And of course, you would need that string to be put into the rackets for players to play with. But in terms of overall like new developments with, I would say, the brand and the Pure Drive. The Pure Drive is in its 11th edition. 30 years of making an innovative tennis racket goes into a lot of different components, but basically from the prior 2021 Pure Drive to the new one, we added some new flax, which is a natural made dampening system, and we in the Pure Drive 98 added some design capabilities from the Pure Strike with its square and elliptical design. But you really get to feel that up close, and you should definitely check it out as the days go on at the Volvo Pro Tennis Challenger.
No, I 100% agree because, well, first of all, Babolat doesn't even need a sell job. You all know Babolat rackets. Like you all saw Rafa use it for 2 decades, and Alcaraz uses it now. And I did though. I felt the drive, and I was like, "Ooh, swing feels a little different." And so I.
Power is yours.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's good. Well, then my last question for you. Obviously, to support an event like this, I'm curious what it means to Babolat, why it's important for you guys to get involved in something like this. And as we head down the season's home stretch, and I don't want you to get in trouble, is there anything we should know coming out of Babolat? Is it going to be a special U.S. Open edition, something? Like, what should we know about Babolat as we head down the home stretch of 2025?
One of the things that's coming out at the end of August is that we're coming with a new color up of our Pure Strike. We're moving away from the white, so white is out, but carbon gray Pure Strike is in. So that's something to look forward to. I think one of the great things about like this event and what I guess Babolat in general means is that since we're run by a 5th generation Babolat, family is in our roots, it's in our bones. Tennis runs in our blood. I think from that perspective, it's great to not just support the players on tour, but also support what drives the sport forward, which is the people, because the people is what sells and surrounds our brand.
First of all, really well said, my friend. I get the marketing coordinator position they've put you in. You guys don't know this. When you apply for a job at Babolat, they make you send a blood segment, and they go, "Okay, there's essence of tennis in here. Welcome to the company." And so certainly, no, I appreciate your guys' support. I appreciate you coming out to this event. It's been great to get to hang with you. You're not done with me yet. You should know in about 20 minutes the food will be delicious. So enjoy it, my friend, and I appreciate you taking the time. Yep. Welcome back to Media Day here at the Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. I promise, Jonathan, I will get that right eventually. But joining me now, a man who will be integral, of course, to our weekend here, as he gets to do one of the thing maybe I'm looking most forward to here this weekend, put on our demonstration of wheelchair tennis. And I just don't want to get it incorrect. Jonathan Hayashi, first of all, thank you for joining us here this weekend. Thank you for joining me here in our Media Day session. Let's just start big picture. I'm curious your history with the sport of tennis, and just why this mechanism, playing wheelchair tennis, has been so beneficial for you.
Well, I had a spinal cord tumor that was removed 80 years ago, and that put a lot of challenges on me. And I started wheelchair sports about 3 years ago. It was the hospital that I rehabbed at had a wheelchair sports program. Nobody told me. And then I luckily found out through one of the brochures that was sent to my house. And so I reached out to the director, and the rest is history. I started playing basketball first, and I reached out to the director because I like tennis better. I played more tennis growing up. So I was like, why don't we have a wheelchair tennis program? And he was like, we actually had one. There just wasn't enough interest for a little while, so they kind of shut it down. And then so I was, I pushed it for the program to get back up. So now we have about 20 players, mostly part-time. But for me, the wheelchair tennis has really been a lifesaver for me. It was really tough. Working, and all of a sudden one day your career's gone, you're stuck at home, you're not doing anything, you're not seeing anybody, you're not talking to anybody other than your family. So wheelchair sports got me out of the house. It really saved me, physically, psychologically, mentally, you name it. It's been essential in my recovery.
First of all, I can't emphasize enough how grateful we are, both here at Cracked Rackets and just this weekend more broadly, your willingness to share your story. Like, I think it's a story there are plenty of people who will be tuning in, it will resonate with. And you talked about trying different wheelchair sports. I'm curious, settling on tennis. I don't want to say you settled, because I'm sure you still participate in the others as well. You said you had a background with the sport. What was that background with tennis prior to, obviously, your back? And just talk me through again, what's the difference? Were you a tennis player before? Like, what is the difference? Because watching wheelchair tennis for me, I just think it's the most skilled sport. Like, I just think you guys are so gifted. Anyone who's playing at the wheelchair level, talk me through making that transition as well.
Well, I never played tennis seriously. I took lessons when I was a teenager, and I played with friends, played with family, growing up. And once I got to high school, tennis was an option. But when you're in high school, you want to play on varsity. And for me, the easier path, because we had a really good tennis team in my high school, was golf.
Okay.
So I went the golf route for high school, and I did make varsity.
I like it.
As a freshman and all the way, and when I became a captain. So I made the right choice as far as varsity goes. But I still play tennis. My uncle was a big tennis fan, and he actually had a tennis court in his backyard. So I'd go over, play a match. My uncle, hated losing, so we had to play until he won. Okay. So that was a long time. Every time I went there. So and then I really couldn't play much. Once I had, I got married and had family, young kids. There really wasn't that much time for tennis. So I actually play a lot more tennis now in a wheelchair than I ever have. And it's I like tennis because it's just me. Unlike basketball, where it's a team sport, and I enjoy that as well. But in tennis, it's just me, the ball, and the opponent. And tennis is hard enough standing up. And to do it in a wheelchair is definitely a lot harder. It took a while for me to, just just learning how to move in a sports wheelchair is hard enough, and then we have to learn how to hold the racket and move at the same time. So it really is a difficult, and a lot of athletes that are much better than me, and there are a lot super athletes in wheelchair tennis, and it's amazing. Uh,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. No, I so thoroughly agree. I think it's so impressive. And certainly, again, very much looking forward to you offering that demonstration to all of us because I've tried it before. I don't think I was coached properly. And so that's what I'm banking on because I was not particularly good. But yeah, moving in the chair and trying to figure out, okay, what shot am I going to hit? Also, I got to get to this ball first. Like, it's so impressive. So I cannot wait for our demonstration. But you kind of mentioned that therapeutic aspect of tennis earlier. And I just think this is something that will resonate with everyone tuning in. Everyone's got their own story, right? For what got them hooked to this sport. For me, it was going into my sophomore year of high school. I was on the varsity team because shout out to us, we're varsity high school athletes and future captains. But I wasn't contributing the way I wanted to, and I probably weighed more then than I do now. So I spent my whole summer playing tennis, and because it was just me out there, you got to hold yourself accountable, all of these different things. Like, that's where I fell in love with the sport. Do you mind expanding on, you talked about the therapeutic aspect of having teammates, and I believe some of your teammates are coming down for either tomorrow or Saturday's action. Just talk to me about how this sport has helped you through your recovery and just, again, I think peace of mind. Like it's the brain exercise. It exercises your mind in a way I have never experienced. It sounds like you agree.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Sports has always been an important part of my life. It's growing up. My father was a big baseball fan, so that's how we connected. And right now, my son loves basketball, and that's how we connect. Actually, football too, and that's what we talk about. So, when after my surgery, I the fact that I couldn't play sports anymore, that was really hard on me. So, and that's why learning that wheelchair sports existed, and that I could be part of it, was a big um, stress reliever. And now, and my wife was really supportive at first, that because it got me out of the house. But now she kind of gets mad because now every time I want to go to tournaments, I have to stay overnight. Here, there, I actually have a tournament coming up in 2 weeks. That's where I have to, leave the house a little bit. So now she's like, "You are taking this hobby way too far." So I kind of had to pick a sport instead of if I playing basketball and tennis, it's just too much being away. And the fact that I'm a little bit, well, not a little bit, I'm a lot better tennis player than a basketball player. That kind of shifted my focus to tennis. And I'm just, playing tennis 2, 3, 4 times a week. It really is addictive. And the fact that, even at my age, it's something that I can compete against a younger player and just, just that competitive drive, that the fact that I still want to get better and want to keep playing. That's being the therapeutic factor that even though I still would deal with a lot of pain, and I do get a lot of pain after playing, it's happy pain that keeps me going, that I don't mind, that it's something that I look forward to.
I love that. It's soreness, not injury. And that's all we can hope for as athletes. Well, last few questions for you, and I promise they'll be quicker or easier to answer perhaps. Resource wise, I'm just curious, in your experience, are there things we as a tennis community could be doing better to make wheelchair tennis more accessible? And I probably apologize with burdening you with such a question because it's a complicated one, but facility wise, resource wise, equipment wise, how easy has it been for you to pursue this hobby? What could we be doing better?
Yeah, it really is difficult. Yeah, everything's more expensive. Even sports wheelchairs can cost anywhere from $5,000 to over $10,000. I'm sort of lucky in that because I belong to a program. The program, funds our tennis court time, even chairs. They sometimes supply hotels and all that. But a lot of players that I've met, they're on their own, and they really don't have the resource, outside of their income to do it, and that's really limited, and that's why foundations such as I'm Able Foundation, that is that the main host of this event, what they do, the tremendous work that they do for the disabled community is priceless. They go above and beyond and helping people get out, stay active, to let people know that wheelchair sports and activities are there and available, and the job that they do to try to be more inclusive for everybody. I hope people become more aware that these foundations exist through this event, and hopefully whether through spending their time or even through donations, that they can support these wonderful programs across the country, so that more it definitely changes people's lives. I'm the proof, and so I hope people support these programs in their own local area.
No, absolutely. And again, I am able foundation.org today to donate to the specific cause for this, which again, any sort of disability, it's not just tennis, it's every sort of sport. They just want to provide the resources available so that people like Jonathan can continue to pursue their passions. And again, I'm so grateful for you sharing it with us here this weekend. Leads me to my last question. It's a two-parter. It's a fun one for you. What are you most excited about in getting to play this weekend? And on the other side, anything you're nervous about? Like, there will be a crowd out there, my friend.
I guess it's both. So playing. I heard that I'd be playing a hybrid exhibition match. That means me in a wheelchair paired up with one of the pros. So that's exciting. It's very cool. That these players that'll be going to U.S. Open is actually going to be spending time with me to play. So that's exciting. But also at the same time, it's nerve-wracking because they're gonna have to be lower their level a little bit so that we can actually play a match. But I'm hoping I'm ready. I'll show what wheelchair tennis is about, and hopefully people can enjoy the show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, certainly, again, I know they've all enjoyed this conversation. I have certainly enjoyed it. I cannot wait for this weekend's action. And just, again, I can't say enough how grateful we are of you sharing your story, because there are plenty of people out there like you who just don't have the platform to share it. And when someone like you does, it just makes everyone more comfortable. So sincerely, thank you for agreeing to chat with us. Thank you for participating this weekend. Good luck, my friend, as it's certainly going to be a fun one. And it's been a pleasure to get to chat today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back in. We're on 2 Media Day here at the 2025 Performance Volvo Pro Tennis Challenge. Of course, joining me now here on Media Day, CMO for all things Zennis Smart Court. I hope said correctly there, but appreciate being joined by our friend Santu Leskinen. Santu, first of all, welcome to Media Day here. Welcome to Wyomissing, Reading, Pennsylvania. Before we get into all things Zennis, just your thoughts, day one of this event, this venue, and the intimate scene for this exhibition. You've seen a lot of tennis in your day. What has been your impression of here so far?
Well, first impressions, everything's excellent. I mean, what can you say? Like, obviously, it's a little bit rainy today. What can you do? Whether you can't control it, but the court, the venue, the people here, everyone's been super welcoming. It's been super easy and nice, and we got all the help we needed to set up the court here today. So, looking forward to sunnier days, so to say. Yeah.
No, I love to hear that, and certainly, yes, I agree. Like, let's get the rain out now so that we can enjoy the rest of our weekend. Rain as long as you want to today, but second we hit 12:01, let's stop. Amidst all of that, you guys have set up the Smart Court for this year, and it's our new addition to this event. We didn't have it last year, did we? No, we didn't have it. I was looking at our producer in the background for those curious. Talk to me, all things Zennis, Smart Court, what you guys are bringing to this event, and why our fans should know more about your company moving forward.
So Zennis is a Finnish smart tennis court provider located and based in Helsinki, Finland. We're the only end-to-end smart court system in the market at the moment. So the 5 pillars of smart tennis at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
end-to-end, you lost it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so end-to-end. So we got electronic line calling, data and analytics, videos and highlights, real-time feedback on the court, and live streaming.
Okay, so that's the big 5.
That's the big 5.
Well, I'll write that down. That's good to know. So that's the Smart Court. Having all 5 pieces. Just talk me through that. And maybe, again, being sharp and Smart Court, what does that provide?
So that's the thing of like electronic line calling is the buzz at the moment. Like that's kind of obvious. I mean, even on the Pro Tour events, like that's the talk of the town. But it only serves in a way a certain need. Tournament play, match play, that's one aspect of tennis. But if you think about a club or an academy, what you actually do, you run clinics, juniors, adults. There's a whole lot of different kind of verticals that you like, what you do at a tennis club. So what we like to do is, in a way, we're bringing the analytics to the grassroots levels and the access to technology. That's the number one thing. But we also offer something for all levels of play, all age groups. So that's kind of the biggest key.
I love that, and I guarantee you he's not tuning in, but Nicholas Gruskin, my younger brother, who happens to be in investment banking, might have to float him a little Zennis trial and say, hey, this is the company for you guys, because you mentioned that. It's not just, everyone thinks about electronic line calling, and whether it be at the pro levels, that's where it's most prominent. It's most needed at the junior level. Like, if you never had to worry about a boys or girls 10s or 12 match, 14s match, you were able to offer that sort of certainty. But like, that's just like the basics. You know what else that 12 and 14-year-old would appreciate? Replays, to be like, hey, this is what we're trying to explain. And I guess this may seem like a very basic and dumb question. Welcome to a Cracked Racquets interview. How hard is that? Like, because we've all seen the products out there, but to actually offer breakdowns in the midst of a performance, or not just the data side, but suggestions and all these different things. Talk to me about the process behind making it feasible for Zennis to provide this for players who use the Smart Court.
Happy to, and even the most technical questions, happy to direct you guys to our CTO, Ahti. But it's extremely difficult, as you can think. And like what Zennis started off with was so what we do in terms of the tracking, we use audio and cameras, and we're the only ones that do dual tracking. And combining those two was critical because we started off with audio tracking only, and knowing the difference between a ball hit or a ball bounce in terms of compared to a step, for example, on the court, super tricky. So, but why we brought the cameras into it as well, not just because like it makes it more accurate, but also more reliable. So let's say it kind of works. So in regular terms, it's a sonar system when it comes to the sound. And with the cameras, so the cameras kind of give us an idea of like where it happens, and then with the sound, we zoom in on the ball marks. Yeah, and it's not just about the ball; we track the players as well. So what we're capable of doing is heat maps as well, of like what the players are doing, and that's kind of another aspect of it. We're not just tracking the ball, but we're also calculating of what the players are doing on the court. But to sum it up, extremely tricky, extremely difficult. And it's the same exact thing as like we expect phones to work perfectly, unreal technology. Same thing with these. Like it's an unreal product, and really happy where we are at now, and obviously really excited for where we're gonna go moving forward.
No, absolutely. And again, I don't mean to get in your business, but I am curious because in theory, this would be phenomenal on every court, right? Like it'd be great if you have a junior club, let's say it's 16 courts. Let's put it on all 16. We're never wasting a moment. We can host tournaments on every court, etc. Price point wise. And I don't need a specific number out of you, but how have you guys gone about making it so that this technology, which to your point is not uncomplicated, is more accessible, dare I say, affordable to your basic local community club as opposed to, the US Open, whatever it may be?
So that's where I think it's important that there are going to be different levels of products out there for the people. Yeah, because I think obviously the price point that we are at a premium in the market at the moment. There's a few of us companies that are at that similar price range, but the main thing is that what we're with the end-to-end solution, because we have multiple different variables for how you can use it. There's different ways to monetize the system. Whether it's if you think about what I usually like to say, you think about a private lesson. We go up on the court for 60 minutes. Let's say there's no smart court system on the court, but let's say that 60 minutes becomes far more valuable when you're provided with data and analytics, the whole video and the mics from that session. So you have that whole lesson that you can take it on the go, review it, come back to your next lesson. No, but that's the key to it is that there's different kinds of ways to monetize it so that it's not just an expense, but after, let's say, with certain amount of court usage, certain amount of lessons done on the courts, is actually going to start making the club money. And that's the goal that we want to make, because it's not just a cool tool to have on the courts, but actually making it an equipment or something that actually is able to bring some more revenue into the clubs.
No, I think that's brilliant. And again, it gets me my final two questions here for you. For fans who want to see it in action this weekend, what are you doing for this event specifically, and how broad is your reach now? Just curious, where can people, if they're like, oh, I want to try a Zenith Smart Court, how broad, I guess, how many courts or how many facilities are you guys in now?
We're close to 100 units or 100 facilities globally. We're in 15 locations in the U.S. As we're talking to Crack Racquets, which is U.S. So most of the listeners, at least. But yeah, we're heavily focused on the East Coast at the moment, getting into the middle sections as well. Right now, there are two guys installing at Pearson Automotive in Indianapolis. We have Grand Rapids Racket and Fitness in Michigan. That's right.
Wow, good for you guys.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom Walker.
Yeah.
No, but we're also in 3 different locations at Longfellow clubs up in Boston. But constantly expanding, constantly looking for different clubs. So if you're listening and you want to upgrade your club, hit me up. Let us know. We're happy to do the reach out. But yeah, we are in 20 countries total. Spreading. It's an interesting time in the tennis scene at the moment, because the adaptation of technology is becoming more and more positive. So we're really excited. So here for this event, this is basically a very general tournament setup that we do. We normally do the live streaming, but there's someone else doing the live streaming for us. But that's something that we offer as well. But yeah, general match mode. So for the spectators here who are looking at the event, they see the serve speeds and the serve scoring, also providing some cool stuff for the stream as well. So that's what we do for this event. But actually, if you're at the US Open, we'll be installing our system at Sportstime facility in Randall Island. So come check it out. It's going to be up and running hopefully by the 22nd. So during Fan Week, come check it out.
That's perfect. Just one more time, they see the Zenith, but where should they reach out? What's the easiest way for them to do that?
Easiest way, santu@zenith.com. Let me know. But also zenith.com, you'll find more information on our website. Look us up on Instagram, LinkedIn. Plenty of ways to get in touch. We're not hard to reach. Nice guys. Reach out to us. It's going to be easy.
And just so you guys know, Santu spelled Santtu, just so don't get that wrong. I think you can get the Zenith. I was pointing at my own. You can get the Zenith part correctly. But again, reach out to him specifically. My last question. This weekend, what are you looking forward to most? It's not often you get an event like this, get to watch 6 players this closely. What excites you most about being here for the week?
I think seeing the community come together at a small facility like the, if we can call it a facility, but a small private court like this, I think it's going to be nice to see high level play, especially seeing guys getting nice and loose before the U.S. Open. It's going to be nice to see high level tennis. But one extra shout out, Mrs. Emkey's chocolate chip cookies. Looking forward to them every single morning. So actually not. All right. Wow. Yeah, ball take. Well, I'll put it on the list.
Awesome. I like it. Well, again, really appreciate the opportunity to get to work with you guys here this week. Really appreciate the opportunity to learn more about your technologies on too. And again, good luck to you and the team at Zenith. Appreciate it, my friend.
Appreciate it.